In addition to the customer journey overview in the information tab here, we also have some customer journey tools to help us serve the customer. So these are page push and customer view. Customer view is effectively streaming the current page the customer is on and showing that to us as an agent. So if we look at the actual page this chat user is on, that's being displayed in here, and we can scroll through to see the rest of the page. Now this is particularly useful if you've got lots of different product pages or a website with many different pages. What this is not doing is pulling through any customer session specific information. For example, if they had items in their shopping basket or they had filled out part of a form, that is not going to be displayed here. The other tool we have alongside customer view is page push. So this can be accessed at any time by clicking the page push button, or it's automatically loaded up when we're in the customer view. So page push, the way it's used is you paste in the URL and you can send the customer to that page. The pages that you can send the customer to are restricted by a whitelist, and typically they are restricted to just your website. So for example, you couldn't take them to Facebook page or any other page, and this is mainly for security reasons. So if we paste in a URL here, you can either press return or press this button here. This will confirm that an offer has been sent to the customer. If they press accept, we'll get a green confirmation, and this view here will update, and we could equally verify this by looking at the customer journey. If we want to take things one step further, for example, if we do actually want to see perhaps a partially filled out form or understand the exact session that the customer is looking at, we can use the Cobrowse tool. We'll come on to voice and video in a second, but Cobrowsing is sort of a more in-depth version of the customer view tool. So co-browsing, because we're actually joining the customer, we need their permission. If we press this by mistake at any time, we can just cancel. But typically we'd accompany this with a canned message. And if we offer co-browse, and then the customer again will have to confirm, and the customer is being told that they're in a co-browse session, they can end at any time, and they have this UI up here to show them that they're in a co-browse session. And from your view as an agent, you can see exactly what the customer is looking at. So for example, if the customer had gone to a page with a form on it, as we can show here, then from your view as an agent, you can see this form and even how it's been filled out so far. If there are any sensitive forms on your website, these will have been restricted and they'll show up to you just as a black box that you can't see or in any way interfere with. Now, as well as being able to see what the customer is looking at, you have a number of tools available to you. So these, when we're in a co-browse session, we've got these extra tools up here. So the mouse pointer, this is just this is pre-selection. It means we can actually browse through the website with the customer. So you notice here I've been taken back to the top here. Equally, we can help navigate through the website with the customer. Next tool is the mouse pointer tool. When this is selected, you can see just on the right there, our mouse is showing up on the customer side. So if we're pointing out different things on the page, this can be a useful tool. The next tool along we have is the annotation tool, and this allows us to put a temporary drawing on the current website page. So here we're going to draw an arrow to this particular image, and this can be used for pointing out key bits of wording, pointing out features, and indicating which form the customer needs to fill out. Now, if we want to get rid of that drawing, we can just press the eraser tool here, and that will clear any annotation we've made. If we want to go back to scrolling, we just need to remember to click back on the navigate tool, and we can carry on here. Lastly, once we're finished with co-browsing, we just press the end co-browse, and that will, in the session, we'll go back to just chatting with the customer.